Hello my friends, welcome to Garden Like a Viking. It is the last week of February here in zone 5B or 6A, and now is the time to start sweet potato slips. Alright, so this video is for you if you want to grow sweet potatoes this year from your own sweet potatoes. So contrary to popular belief though, you cannot plant the sweet potato in the ground and expect to get more potatoes. They're not like regular Irish potatoes. Regular potatoes, you can just cut up the potato and put it into the ground and you'll get more potatoes from that. It's not the same way with sweet potatoes. If you do that, if you just cut up a sweet potato and you put it in the ground, you will get more vines, but you won't get a bounty of sweet potatoes. All right. So to get a huge bounty of sweet potatoes, you have to do it this way. You have to sprout the sweet potato first, and then, here, look, this is what you do. Get your organic sweet potato, all right? It has to be organic, because if they're not organic, then they're often sprayed with things that make it so they don't sprout. So get your organic sweet potato, orient it bulbous end down and pointed end up, all right? This is not a great example, but some of them have a real bulbous end and a more pointy end. Get one of those. Then go 2/3 the way up the sweet potato and stick toothpicks into it about 1/2 inch. So it's like this. Then, of course, bulbous end down, always. Stick it into a jar of water like this. And then place into a sunny windowsill. Preferably a window that faces the south, so it's getting full-on sun. They like to have really intense sun. So, as the days and weeks go by, the sweet potato is going to drink the water, so you have to continually fill the water, probably once or twice a week. Just make sure that it's mostly full. And soon you will see little sprouts come off the side, and they will grow up and out the jar. And in a couple of weeks, maybe a month and a half, 2 months, there will be a number of plants growing out of the side of this jar, okay, all from this one sweet potato. At that point, we will then, and I'm talking this is 8 to 10 weeks from now, we will then take the sweet potato and slip off, that's why they're called slips, I guess, slip off each one of those little plants. And each one of those little plants that you see here is going to become a new plant, all right? But this takes some time. That's why we have to start now, the last week of February, so that by the middle of May, we can plant these sweet potato slips and we will get a bountiful harvest, okay? I'll have more videos on how to grow sweet potatoes, but as you can see here, I took 2 or maybe 3 slips and put them into a trash bag half full of compost and watered it, you know, a couple of times a week. And by the end of the season, I had this incredible bounty of sweet potatoes. And they're really a very easy to store or to grow crop. And one of the best parts is that they're incredibly nutritious and nourishing, but they store so well. I have loads of them that I harvested 6 months ago, and they're still rock hard in the basement. They just sit in the basement. They're a wonderful storage crop for the winter time. All right. So get sprouting them, all right? Let me know if you have any questions. And don't forget, I have 2 other channels. One is just called Nate Muri. It's where I share my thoughts about certain things, my individual perspective. And then the other is The Saga of Nate Muri, where I use storytelling to illustrate lessons that I learned during 10 years of traveling on the road. So subscribe to those if you're into it, my friends.